Hey guys, welcome back. I just want to show you here, and I'm going to be getting video of it, some of the fun things I'm working on. And I'm here on the 4840, and it has, actually it's got two of them, lift assist cylinders here on the 3-point, right here on the back. And this cylinder here, I'm trying to remember. I know in the spring of 2021, it was beginning to leak a little bit. And then this past spring, 2022, with the weight of the planter on it, it was wanting to leak even more. And now, even when the arms are up, just the weight of the quick hitch here makes the cylinder want to leak. And these things, I've always heard that they're a real pain to try and get that top pin out because everything gets all rusted up. But sure enough, last night I took a picture of this and I posted it onto a John Deere Facebook group I'm on. And I had a couple of different guys get back with me and tell me that if you can get this bottom bolt here out, that the barrel of the cylinder will simply just take and pull right off that ram, off the silver ram part. Rebuild it, and then somebody just slide it back on. And so that'll definitely make the job a whole lot easier as far as that goes. The fun job, however, is getting this bottom bolt here out. That is a castle nut with a cotter key going through it right there. And just looking at it, the castle nut needs to be turned, well, actually counterclockwise, just a fraction, because I can kind of see it's kind of wanting to pinch against the upper side of the cotter key. Down below, I can see a little bit of a gap. Probably can't see it on camera too well, but I think that's what's actually pinching it in there. But the fun job is, though, trying to get that dumb thing to move. The tractor's an 82, and I don't think it's ever been moved since the tractor's built. I don't know, I did feel a jump. I don't know if that was the wrench. Well, maybe not. I have actually been soaking that thing down now for the past 2+ weeks. Well, even this top pin here as well, because I thought I was going to have to take that one out. But I've been, soaking it with that deep creep, hoping that might do something. I don't know, I can tell you one thing, it's stuck pretty good. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go grab I have a longer 1.1/8", so anyway, hopefully I can get that broke loose. But hey, I'll bring you back in and show you what's happening. Okay, I had to get the old torch fired up. The trusty rusty smoke wrench. And what I did was I took and heated that castle nut up right there 3 separate times. And after I get it good and hot, I'd take cold water and dump on that. And because I've done that before to stuff that I could not get broke loose. Heat it up good and hot, then take water, cold water, dump on it. Heat it right back up, take cold water, dump on it. That way you get expanding and contracting. It breaks everything loose. And so I've just put the wrench on. And I can get a little bit of movement out of that castle nut, which is what I want. Because like I say, with that, the nut was kind of tightened down against that key. Let's go back up again. It was kind of tightened down against it. And from what I could tell anyway, it appeared to be like, here's the key going through, and the net was twisted onto it, and is like pinching it into that bolt hole that goes to that bolt. So let's grab the old hammer. Well, a pair of needle nose pliers. First off, I'll stick through there and see if I have any kind of wiggle at all. I don't know. I think I did see it move. Hey, there we go. Okay, it is moving on the other end. Not too sure how well you can see it. Trying to look around that hydraulic stack right there. Going to have to kind of bend it back and forth as it works its way through. Maybe. But yeah, like I say, I've done that before with stuff that I could not get broke loose. Heat it up, cool it down, heat it up, cool it down rapidly. And that breaks all the rust inside up. Kind of hate to take my jacket off, but it's hard to work with it on. So I'm going to see if I can take and tap that key back a little bit. Okay, I'm slowly getting it worked loose. I had to take and straighten up the end because it kept wanting to bend. Hey, there we go. Yeah, better. Yeah, it's got just a little bit of dirt accumulation since 1982. Put that in there for now. In fact, actually, this 48 is the last year that they made the 4840, and our other 48 is the first year, because they made the 40 series from 1978 to 1982. Oh, now that's more like it. Okay, I ran and grabbed a ratchet. That makes the job go a little bit faster. Acts like it's so loose now you can take off with your fingers. Yeah, there we go. Now the next trick is getting that bolt out of there. Okay, well, you know what, that, it almost acts like it's got just a little bit of play, because I can see a little bit of a gap on top of the threads right there. Let's grab a pry bar, do a little poking around. stick in here on this side, I thought. That don't want to move over though. Okay. Well, part of the problem is it's got weight on it. It's got all the arm rate, the 3-point weight, everything sitting on it. So, next best option is to grab the forklift. I'm going to come back here to the forklift and just pick up just a little bit, pick a little weight off that, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I got the forklift sitting here, and let me see. I'm going to go ahead and shut that off right now. I bumped it up so that I can see I got just a little bit of looseness between here and the subframe, and so I know I'm loosening the bolt. So, got that chunk of board right there. I'm going to grab my hammer and see if I can smack on that. Kind of hard to not have. Well, practically impossible to get a good swing right there and hit it. Well, that sounds pretty solid. Like I say, it's kind of odd because I can see a gap here on the top half of the bolt hole, but no gap on the bottom. And so, but I don't know what's on this end. And I'm assuming that is what's holding me. And with this forklift in here, it's hard to get much room to swing. Probably going to have to end up putting a new castle nut on that. I'm going to grab a bigger hammer and see if he'll then put that board back in there and see if I can smack on any harder. Like I say, try to work underneath that arm and stand right here. Easier said than done. Okay, what I had to do, I had to take and shove those forks together, make a little bit more room. And then I just simply raise the quick hitch here up. That way now I can work underneath it. And it gives me a lot more room to work. Grab my 10-pound hammer. And I figure little do good, lot do better. And if the 10-pound don't do something, maybe that big old 20-pound will. Let's see. All right, get a little better light on the subject. Like I say, I'm probably going to have to get a new castle nut, but no big deal there. I flipped it around, that way I can hammer on it. Okay, let's see what happens now. Hey, it moved. The gap, you see the gap shut right there, and now we got gap right there. That is what we want. Okay. Now, the next thing I want, and I don't know if up on that end, I don't know if it's got like a ball joint in there or not, to tell you the truth. It could be just like a pin going through, but I don't know. It's gotta have play that way for the pivot going up and down. Let's just take a quick walk over this way. I'm gonna grab my oil bucket. Oh yeah, here on my old B, I did take and I popped that cover housing off the clutch, and so I want to dig into that sometime also. But I need this bucket here to take and throw underneath there. That way I can disconnect that oil line. I don't know if much oil is going to come out or not. I guess I'll see. Oh, there goes my light. All right, let's see what we got. So far, no leaks. Of course, okay, good. With the arms being down and then me pulling it up, there shouldn't really be much oil in there at all. Okay, well, I don't like my videos getting too long and lengthy, but I'm going to call that an end here to part 1. So stick around for part 2 when I get ready to pull that barrel off. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.